we've talked a lot about automakers getting more involved in insuring their products and use of behavior-based insurance models. But GM says their OnStar insurance services, underwritten by American Family Mutual, is different because it takes data directly from onboard systems rather than mobile apps or plug-in data recorders. Kenneth, will this model become the norm for new vehicles? And if so, will it shift the car insurance ecosystem or customer experience?
Well, Abby, one of the things that we've said is going to be a real focus area for the industry this year is the electric vehicle sector. And this is something that actually plays out in spades in electric vehicles, because as opposed to an OnStar system, the entire operating system of the vehicle is now a source of data and something that is almost what we call a living system, which can be consistently updated and data can be exchanged, etc. So when you look at what's happening, you look at what Tesla, as the example, has been doing with the way they exchange data on edge cases of what's happening for their fully self-driving algorithms. It's all based on a higher richness and depth of data that can come from the vehicles, depending on how deep you go. So there's absolutely the case that there's a spectrum of what information you can get from a driver's mobile phone versus the classic dongle you could put into the diagnostic ports of a vehicle to the actual operating system of the car itself, right? And so I think that spectrum and richness of data absolutely is a little bit of fit for purpose. Do you actually, if you're doing some basic telematics offers that you just want to put information that you need to base on usage, you could probably do that off a mobile phone, and you can do that very well. You can even do claims and crash detection on mobile phones, etc. But there's certainly, I don't think anyone would argue that the richer the data set, the more you can do with it. And I think that's what we're seeing with this conversation about, well, is an OnStar system better than a mobile or a diagnostic port? And then certainly we're going to see if OnStar is good, then is something like a fundamental operating system like Tesla's even better. So I think we will continue to see a drive for richness of data, for high fidelity data that comes into all kinds of use cases for the industry.